Hi guys, welcome to this week's vlog. We are going back into Hobby Lobby because we're trying to finalize all of our Christmas decorations. I thought we had more than we actually did, so now we're gonna go in here and buy some stuff. So I didn't know that like the waxy garland is going in Hobby Lobby for like $84. We ended up finding this garland and it's only $11 and it's so much thicker, so we're gonna use these instead. But right now we're looking for some ornaments, specifically like some red and green ones. Let's see what we can find. I like these, so we'll probably definitely do these, and then maybe some green ones. And these are shatterproof, so that's nice. We'll do these green right here. I feel like these are pretty. I had an alarm set for 4, and in my dream, my alarm kept going off, so I kept silencing my alarm in my dream. But I guess I was doing it in real life. So it was like 4:24 by the time I actually like got up and left the house. I think I woke up at like 4:18. But I did make it to my appointment. I had like 3 minutes to spare. But she didn't really start working on my nails until 5 o'clock. So, but it was fine. They turned out super cute. I got like a bubblegum pink color and I absolutely love it. And then after that, I went to go and get my eyebrows waxed. They look so much better. But right now what we're gonna do is Justin is doing decorations for outside. He's been working on today, but he just finished cleaning off the porch. He's watching the Alabama LSU game and he's gonna start putting up the Christmas tree, and I'm gonna start doing the decorations in the kitchen. The first thing that I wanna work on is this wreath. They had wreaths in Hobby Lobby. First of all of their stuff, like their Christmas stuff, is 50% off, and their Halloween stuff is even more marked down. So I would go in there if you want to decorate for Christmas and stuff. Anyway, they had holiday wreaths, but they were like $70 to $80 for like a little circle like this that had like the little ornaments and frosted berries and everything else. So I was like, no, I don't want to pay for that. I'd rather just make my own. And then if I make my own, it's more like, it's cute because it's like I made it. So the other ones were like $80. This one was $14, and then it was half off of $14. So a really, really good price. So I got this wreath, and then I also got like little things to stick in the wreath, which I think it's kind of crazy that I got pine cones, but I got this little cluster of pine cones, and I have multiples of them. These reindeer, I could not leave without them. I thought they were so freaking cute, so I got a bunch of those. Little fruit leaves, I don't know how to call. Reindeer, different skin tone, I guess. I got these little snowmen. There's gonna be glitter everywhere. But we got another set of leaves, but these are like ornaments. They're very pretty. So we are going to fluff out the wreath and then strategically figure out how we're gonna place it. waking up today at like 12 o'clock because my mom called me. It's her anniversary, and so she was showing me like the cool hotel room that they were staying in. So that was really nice. I talked to my brother, I did some laundry, and I was in the process of like getting ready to rebrand my entire life, but my iPad was on like 8%, and then my Apple Pencil was completely dead, so we had to postpone that. So while I was waiting on those things to charge up, I was like, well, I might as well just go ahead and like do a quick little task. That way I stay, you know, feeling productive today. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do some laundry. So I did some laundry. I like separated our laundry, and I had not seen my pink sweat set that I got in Tokyo since Tokyo. So I'm like, where's my shit at? Because I know that I have to wash it by itself for the first few times, but I hadn't seen it. It was at the very, very, very bottom of the laundry hamper. So I'm like, this is 2-3 weeks worth of laundry? Like, I don't even understand that. Anyway, so I was doing that, and I guess Haley called me, but my phone was on Do Not Disturb, and so when it's on Do Not Disturb, the only people that can get through to me are Justin, my mom, my brother, and my sister. Anybody else, like, it automatically silences. And so Justin called me, and I knew that this was gonna happen, that Justin was gonna call me whenever he got to the church event, and Haley was gonna be like, get up here now. So they're doing like a fall festival at Haley's church, and 9 Round has like a little table set up. And I figured whenever Haley saw Justin, she was gonna be like, why is your counterpart not with you? Where is she? So we're gonna go to Valley View, and we're gonna spend some time with Justin and Haley and probably Cameron. I'm sure Cameron's here. And Ozzy. I received explicit instruction from Justin and Haley to turn back around, go and get the dogs. And Justin's like, oh, the dogs never get to see people like this. Let them come. Okay. All right. So we ended up taking Jet and JoJo to the church. I feel like they did pretty well. They're not used to being around super large crowds, but like little kids were coming up to them and just like petting them and grabbing on them, and not once did they growl. They never showed their teeth, but they don't do that anyway. But they were fun. And like usually most people would come up and be like, oh, can I pet her? For JoJo, which I don't know why everybody always assumes that JoJo is a girl, but he's a boy. Anyway, but yeah, most people would ask, and then JoJo would sit and he would let them pet him as long as they felt like. There was an incident when we were leaving, because Haley was like, y'all have to bring Jet and JoJo to the house, because we're neighbors. She's like, y'all have to bring JoJo to the house, Jet and JoJo, so that they can like run around in the backyard. And I was like, okay. Mind you, like we live so close to each other, but I've just never been to our house. Anyway, so we took them over there. We let the dogs run around. But before that, as we were leaving and we were getting in our cars, the church had like free food and free drinks and ice cream trucks and a whole bunch of stuff, which I definitely should have partook more in that. But anyway, food's good. Justin had an Oreo ice cream. Please, it was so good. It was so good. And I was gonna ask Justin for one more bite, but it was gone. I should have known better. But they had like hot dogs and stuff, and when we went to go get Justin his ice cream, the lady was like, oh, like JoJo's so pretty, blah blah blah. She's like, can I give them treats, both Jet and JoJo? I was like, not that one, but you can give, like, not Jet, but I was like, you can give JoJo some. And she was like, okay, it's just like a little piece of sausage. Pulls out the biggest piece of sausage I have ever seen and proceeds to give JoJo 2 pieces of it. He gets up there, he gets it very quickly, very nicely, whatever. Then we're trying to walk away from the truck, and JoJo don't want to leave because he know that now she got sausages inside of the truck. So we're leaving. Somebody else, I guess, walks by us, and they also had the same thing that the lady had given him. JoJo jumps up on this lady and tries to take her sausage from her. Okay, now we have to leave. We have to leave. I don't think she screamed, but she was just like, oh my God. Because JoJo's not like a short, small dog. Like, he's quite tall. So as we were leaving, I guess somebody had their hot dog on the ground. And so Ozzy picked up the hot dog and started eating it while it was still wrapped up in the tinfoil.
With it cleaning out.
Yes, and so Haley's screaming. We looking at Haley because Haley's screaming. And she finally gets it out of his mouth. It's half eaten. Tinfoil and all. And so I'm like, you know, oh my gosh, like, Ozzy, I can't believe you did that. That's so crazy. I'm sitting there laughing. JoJo ate the other half. I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm trying to like get it out of JoJo's mouth. Swallowed. Okay, whatever. I don't even care. So we took the boys over to Haley and Cameron's house. Their house is gorgeous. So nice. Absolutely love it. They got a treehouse in their backyard. They got a Blackstone in the backyard. Like, they literally have everything. And I love it. And yeah, we just kind of got to chill and hang out. And it was a really good time. But right now, I have meal prepped my life away Well, I've done the first part, the hardest part, arguably, which is planning everything. So now that everything is planned, we're gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna take out to the gym with me. And then after the gym, we're gonna go to Publix. Yeah? Okay, we're gonna go to Publix. We're gonna get groceries for the week. I have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack ideas ready to go. And then we're gonna come home and we're gonna meal prep. I wanna put your number on the call block. F-A-O-L, make my email stop. Bugaboo, you bugging, what you bugging, who you bugging me, and don't you think it ain't cool? It's not hot that you be calling me, stressing me, paging my people, you just non-stop. And it's not hot that you be leaving me messages every 10 minutes and then you stop by. When I first met you, you weren't cool, but it was game, you had me fooled. 20 minutes after I gave you my number, you already had my mailbox full. So what? You bought a pair of shoes, but now here's the thing, I owe you. You have to call as much you do. I give them back to you, and so what? I'm like you. Now here's the thing, I will do. Even if you don't say it like you do, I don't really care to do. Ooh, one pick out the window, easy, I should cut the phone, break my lease so I can move. We just finished working out. We're about to go walking a little faster. We are about to go into Publix and get everything on the grocery list that I made. We will not be deviating from this list, allegedly. I'm gonna end up doing my own trail mix this week, but I don't know if I want these original or if I want the buffalo, because it's gonna have like chocolate in it. I don't want spicy chocolate, so I guess we'll get this. Definitely want to get some grapes, so we gotta pick a good one. Oh, I thought this was a really good bag. Go with this one. I'm gonna put them up here. And then I also want to get some blueberries. I love Driscoll's. These are such good blueberries. And they're always so sweet, which I love. I want to start incorporating potatoes into my diet. And so Justin has these little mini potatoes that he gets, and they're actually really good. They're called nibbles, which I guess I didn't realize until right now. But they're very small and they're cute. And they're really good if you air fry them right. Okay, I'm debating on getting this Kodiak protein-packed honey oats. I like oats in like trail mix, but I would never like make like overnight oats. I don't know. I mean, I guess it can't hurt to try. Typically, I only like Honey Nut Cheerios, but these are cinnamon Cheerios that are protein packed, and it has 5 more grams of protein than the normal Honey Nut Cheerios, so I guess we'll go for it. We're gonna get some of the baby goldfish, and then also some of the pizza ones, because I really like these too. I cannot remember if we already have Alfredo at home, so I'm just gonna grab some just in case. This is my favorite kind of pasta noodle, and they have it as protein pasta, so we're gonna use it. One of the recipes this week calls for rice, and so instead of white rice, I'm gonna do brown rice. I love to get these carb balanced tortillas. Oh, they have the little mini ones. That's not the one I want though. But these are super, super good. These are 60 calories, so I would assume these are probably like 45. Oh, no, 40. But I'm gonna get these. I went ahead and got some brioche bread because I'm gonna make some homemade French toast because we are out of the ones that we get from Sam's. I'm also gonna get some popcorn. Is this the one I usually get? Tender white? What the fuck does that mean? I'm gonna just get probably this one. Okay, I'm gonna get this one. It's the Orville Rittenbacher. It's just the regular butter popcorn. Now look how much freaking chicken Justin got. It's ridiculous. He said, well, I'm gonna be eating on it for a foreseeable future. Like, okay, whatever. I'm also gonna get some pepperonis because we're always like, no, we don't need pepperonis. We already have a whole bunch at home. Girl, we never have any. So I'm actually getting some this time. I'm gonna go ahead and get some mixed vegetables too. I'm gonna get 2 bags because I feel like I'm gonna need a good bit. I think I'm gonna also get some of these pre-made biscuits. I forgot they even made these. Got some Jimmy Dean turkey sausage, and the difference between this and the like regular beef sausage is insane. This one has 13 grams of protein, but I think the other one only has like 8 or something like that. And it's only 130 calories, and I think the other one is like 270. A few of my recipes also call for cream cheese, so I'm getting this reduced fat one. This only has 70 calories per serving, but the other one is 100, so I feel like that's not bad. I'm gonna start putting cubed cheese inside of my sandwich boxes. This has 17 grams of protein per stick, which is insane. This seems to be the only reduced fat cheese that I can find, and it's 90 calories per 1/4 cup. So not too bad, but not really what I was looking for. I want to put M&Ms in my trail mix, so I got the mini ones because these are the best ones. All right, after a lot of trials and tribulations, we finally found some cooked shredded chicken. So I decided that we were gonna DoorDash Zaxby's. And like after the food got here, I was gonna go ahead and start meal prepping. So the DoorDash order got here. It was in this gigantic bag, but the only thing that was in it was my side of fries and Justin's nibbler meal. No salad for me. Okay. So I tell DoorDash like, hey, you know, missing my food, whatever. Okay, we'll give you a refund so you can order it again. And then 50% off, whatever. So I ordered again, and then my DoorDash driver texts me, and he said, hey, I just wanted to call and make sure that you knew that somebody else picked up your order, so I couldn't pick it up. So I was just making sure you know that. No, it sounds like you just took my order and ate my food. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. That does not make any sense. So yeah, Justin was so gracious as to give me his nibbler. So I had one of his nibblers and some fries and some sweet tea. Yeah, that's actually really stupid, but whatever. We are gonna go ahead and start meal prepping for the week. So let's do it.
Take your time, honey, I get it. Way you got me all in my head. Think I'd rather you in my bed. Whatever it is, you know I can take it. I'm counting the days, how many days till I can see you again. No one kisses like where you catch them at night. I'm Cupid with arrows, babe, I'm just shooting my shot. If I could get in, drop me a pin, hopping up and come over. Don't wanna be friends, just in the skin, I wanna get closer and closer and closer. The way you got me all in my head. Think I'd rather you in my bed. Whatever it is, you know I can take it. I'm counting the days, how many days till I can see you again. Oh, my love, holding my feelings.
In the club, just show a little love, represent the flow side like me. Round me, if you stick it, put your hot one, my shot, a couple of them down. Beverly in the rear in the club, pull up on dubs, till we about to go and buy the bar up. So we ain't playing, hang with no lane, walk insane. Ain't no better party, girls is on the way, but I'm gone yet. Yes, we do. I know the mind is talking on today. No, I can't forget about my in their best outfit, just showing that skin, trying to make it on the spit. Where you been, girl? You and your friend need to come to the back. You got it locked out. Your white t-shirt or a three-piece suit, don't matter what you wear. All that matters is who you with. Some jiggy, some straight fine, all up in the club just to have a good time. Girls is on the way, but never caught yet. I know some kind of something on to that. No, I can't forget about my.
Alright guys, so I started cooking at like 10:40. It is 2:19 and I have work today. So I am gonna go ahead and go to sleep and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I am now reaping the benefits of slaving and staying up all night to make my meal prep. So I'm having the little sandwiches that I made, and then some grapes, some blueberries, some apples, and then a hot caramel macchiato out of my black Santa cup. I had every intention to take y'all to the gym with me today, but I forgot that today is Monday, and I went to the gym at like 3 p.m. No, at like 4, and it was so many people. Like, usually I can count on both hands how many people are in the gym, because we usually go just at times where I guess a lot of people don't go. And so it's really nice, like, being able to have like your pick of the machine. And, you know, I feel a lot more comfortable filming when the gym is empty like that. But today, bro, it was people everywhere. It was people everywhere. So when it's a lot of people like that, I get worried about accidentally catching somebody in my footage. And it's like when you're going to the gym and you're working on yourself, like you don't really want to have somebody catch you in their video. You know what I mean? Like it's just not what you want. But speaking of that, I feel like a lot of the times people make TikTok videos specifically for engagement, likes, views, clicks, revenue, all that good stuff, right? Now, I'm not going to say that this girl, that this is what she was doing, but I know that a lot of people do this. So the girl was like filming herself in the gym on the squat rack, and some guy comes over and he like takes one of the weights from in front of her and then like slams it and puts it back and ducks under her squat rack and then takes her phone from where it was on the tripod and takes it. And she said that in that moment she was so stunned that she didn't really know what to do, which I'm not going to judge how somebody responds in a situation because like you never know what you would do until you were in that situation. But for me in my house, I would have cussed him clean out. I would have cussed him into another universe. That just would have been it. Like I wouldn't just be standing there like, no, I would have had my paws on him. Like, no, I would have done something about it. Anyway, she said she contacted the gym and the gym gave him a warning or whatever. I'm saying that to say that a lot of people will get their boyfriends to do that with them. Be like, okay, so what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna be like at the squat rack and you're gonna come and you're gonna take the weight off and you're gonna slam it and then you take my phone here and leave. And of course it's gonna garner millions and millions of views. People are gonna watch it over and over and over again. And your TikTok check on the 15th is gonna be quite fat. But I just, I don't know. I don't know if I believe the video or not. And usually I'm always like, always believe the woman, always believe the woman. But it's like, that video was just a bit sketchy to me. Speaking of TikToks that I was watching, for some reason, my TikTok is a mixture of like funny stuff and then like people decorated for Christmas. And then a lot of like stay-at-home mom content, which I don't know why, because I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I guess probably because most of my friends are stay-at-home moms. Like I engage a lot with their content. Anyway, and teachers. So there was this teacher and she was like, here are 10 things that kids today do not know how to do. And she was like, number one, write in script. And I guess script is just like another word for cursive. And she's like, kids don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to tell time with an analog clock. They don't know which year they were born. They don't know how to tie their shoes. Like not kindergartners, like 4th and 5th graders. Don't know how to tell time. Don't know how to tie their shoe. Don't know their parents' first and last names. I don't even understand how we got to that point. She was like, they can't follow multi-step instructions. I just don't even understand how and when it got that bad. Because me and Justin were talking about it and I was like, I vividly remember being in the 3rd grade learning cursive for the first time. Like we learned cursive. She pulled out the, what's this called? It's not a projector. It's called something else. Or is it called projector? Anyway, she pulled that out. She pulled one of them little clean screen sheets or whatever, the little translucent sheets. And she would like go through all the letters, uppercase, lowercase, and then we would start like flowing them into words, flowing those into sentences. And I remember I had such a hard time with F's, G's, capital J's, and what else? And I think Z's. Those gave me an absolute run for my money. I was struggling so much. And I remember after we learned cursive, we went into science class. And I remember just like trying to practice my F's, my G's, my J's, and my Z's over and over again at my desk because I was like, I know that this is going to become something bigger. Like I know that we're going to have like a test or something next week and I need to be prepared. Like, and then like even in kindergarten, one of the very first things that I remember learning in kindergarten was doing a fire drill safety plan of my house and then doing letters. Like I specifically remember, ooh, y'all, my mom whooped my ass so good that night. I specifically remember we had, I think the letter of the week was like F's or something. And so we had this little sheet, but it was like that's like such a good sensory memory. It was like that plasticky, like soft, almost sticky, like notebook paper, but like textbook page paper. Y'all, what I would give to crack open the science book, this one specifically, what I would give to crack that open right now, I can't even explain. That the pages of that book felt so good. And I know y'all are already diagnosing me with something. I don't care. I don't even care. The pages of that book felt fantastic. And I don't want to hear anything else about it. They were fantastic. But anyway, I remember like having to trace the letter S. And then I guess I was doing it wrong. And so my mom did it and she erased it, but she didn't erase it all the way. So I was like, thanks, Martin, not harder. And I just like copied the faint outline that she did. Man, my mom whooped my ass so hard that day. Because she was like, you're not learning the letter. You're just retracing what I did. So she got so mad. She pulled out some notebook paper and she made me write the letter S over and over and over and over again. I kid you not. I kid you not. She made me do it over and over again. But I was better for it. Like, I also, that same week, we also had to know our address and our parents' first and last name. I don't even understand that. We had to know our address, our parents' first and last name, and our parents' phone number. In kindergarten, we learned that. So I don't understand how people are in the 4th and 5th grade and you don't know your mom's phone number. If I don't know nobody else's phone number, and granted, there aren't very many phone numbers that I know by heart, but phone numbers that I do know are my mom's and Justin's. Gun to my head, you ask me anybody else's phone number, I genuinely do not know. I genuinely don't know. But I know my mom's phone number. Yeah, and I know Justin's phone number. I know Justin's phone number, if for nothing else, in the fact that I put it in whenever I used to put gas in my car. He puts gas in my car now. Whenever I used to go to the gas station, I would put his number in for the Circle K rewards. Hello, 5% off. Or not 5%, 5% off. Yeah, like I was doing that. But now he puts gas in my car. He cleans my car every week. And y'all probably going, he should have been doing that. He should have been doing that. We're both very busy. And it's, you know, he's being very intentional and I love him and he's fantastic. And literally all it took was me saying like, hey, can you fill my car up every week? And he was like, yeah. And so he just started doing it. Because I personally don't have a problem with pumping my own gas. Like that's not really something that's like gonna get me in a tizzy. Like I just genuinely couldn't care less about doing that. But it was something that I asked him to do once and he has been doing it ever since. And I really do appreciate it. Because genuinely all I have to do is ask him the one time and he's on it for the rest of his life. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. There's something to be said for that. He turned the heater on and I can feel it in my bones. Because why am I so hot? I'm usually cold after I get out of the shower, but I'm hot and it's because he turned that heater on. I'm finna lose my mind. Yeah, so it's really hard for me to understand kids not knowing their parents' phone number, not knowing the year that they were born. I feel like I've known my birthday since I could speak. Like, I don't understand how you just don't know the year that you were born. Like, not knowing your social, I can understand not knowing your social until, like, high school. Because you really don't need it until, like, high school and you're applying for jobs and you're applying for colleges and stuff like that. So I understand not knowing your social. But not knowing your parents' first name is a non-negotiable. I'm sorry, like that's actually insane. I just honestly feel like school today, like now, is not at all what it used to be. Like somebody else was talking about like how we weren't able to like write essays on the computer. Like we were handwriting essays in elementary school. Trust. The first paragraph essay I ever remember writing was in the 2nd grade. And we were going through like all of the different narrative styles of papers, like was it narrative, expository, I can't remember the rest of them, but yeah, like I vividly remember going through that in elementary school. So the fact that people don't know how to do that and they don't know what it's like to sit there and handwrite a rough draft and then a final draft in the span of like 30 minutes to an hour is insane to me. And I think a lot of people were saying what happened is the whole like No Child Left Behind thing. And I remember hearing that at elementary school and it was on like PBS Kids or something like that. But I don't necessarily remember what it was for. Honestly, right now, I still don't know what it was for. So let me look it up. I feel like it's like passing everybody so that nobody fail. Okay, No Child Left Behind was in 2001. Oh, so I was literally 1 year, or almost 2. Federal law that significantly changed education by requiring states to test students annually in reading and math and make their progress transparent. The law was based on 4 pillars: accountability for results, using scientific research and teaching methods, providing parental options, and maintaining local control and flexibility. It aimed to improve the student achievement by holding schools accountable and ensuring all students, including those with disabilities or from low income or for low income backgrounds reach proficiency. I don't understand why that's bad though. Standardized testing, I mean, I was never a fan of standardized testing because it's something about, like, the NCLEX I thought genuinely was going to ruin my entire life. And it's like, you can pass the NCLEX and still be a nurse that is not proficient. Like, you can still pass the NCLEX and be a bad nurse. People have done it. People have done it. It has been done before. So, I don't know. I don't mesh very well with standardized testing. Like, the ACT, I feel like I didn't take that nearly as seriously as I should have, and I took it multiple times. But that was just not my thing. But a lot of people were saying that it just like passed people just for the sake of passing people, so people wouldn't be held back in the same grade over and over again, which if that is true, then yeah, I can see that being problematic. But they also took out, I think, phonics in school and instead started teaching sight words. And I feel like that's also leading to a lot of kids that can't read or kids that have trouble reading, because I personally feel like it's important to know the phonetic structure of words in order to better understand words. Like if I just see words on a flashcard, I'm like, oh, this says see, go, dog, cat, up, down, sideways, horizontal, parallel. If I see those letters or those, like some of those same letter groupings in a word, I'm not gonna know the word. Like I'm not gonna be able to sound it out. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I saw this one teacher, she was teaching phonics, jump scare, sorry, I still haven't taken my hair down. She was teaching phonics, and it was so just nice to be able to hear kids sound out words like that. Y'all, I don't know what is going on with the current state of the universe. I'm scared. I don't understand why it's like this. Oh, I need to make that so much looser. I cannot make a tight ponytail. Like I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. I can only loop it around the one time with my hair tie. Like I can't be doing the whole double loop no more because it was way too much tension on my head. And I feel like that was also leading to a lot of breakage in my hair too, so I stopped doing that. This is not my favorite scrub cap, but you know, sometimes we have to make do with what we have. Ooh, I don't know if I have enough time to make coffee. Anyway, we will close this conversation right now and we'll reconvene in the morning. All right, hi guys. So I look a mess. Y'all look at my hair. Be so absolutely serious. Like, literally coming off of my freaking scalp. Like, it's time. These mini twists cannot go another day, for real. But I have kind of ghosted y'all for the past 2 days just because I finally finished the mother-baby orientation, or like the mother-baby segment of my orientation, which was, I think it was like 6 weeks. And now it's time for me to start doing my DCT, or my delivery care team part. And I really do like DCT. I feel like it's the perfect mix in between like mother-baby, like being a floor nurse, and then labor and delivery, which I do miss a lot. And DCT pretty much hangs up there with labor and delivery because we could be needed at any moment, and it's a really big hospital, so it's deliveries happening all the time. But yeah, I was just really nervous because for the past 6 weeks, like I've been with my preceptor and I know how she does things and I know what to expect and blah, blah, blah. But it's like when you're with someone new, it can just be very difficult. Because at the end of the day, like there's more than one ways to skin a cat, meaning that there's more than one way to do the right thing. And in DCT, like everybody kind of has their flow as far as like when they do their education and how they do their vital signs and how they do their assessment and how they chart and how they do this and how they do that. So it's really hard for me because pretty much every single day that I've been on DCT, I've been with someone different. And so it's like having to relearn like how all these people do this thing for 12 hours. And it's been really hard. It's been really hard. And like realistically, there are just some things about babies that I literally don't know. Like at my hospital, it wasn't like an upper echelon facility. Like that's so mean, but y'all get what I'm saying. But it was like when I was a labor and delivery nurse and you know, I was doing baby help for other people, I wasn't doing a full assessment of the baby. I was taking the baby out, warming them, drying them, stimulating them, May do a little bub suction if I need that, but like anything greater than that, we're calling NICU. You know what I'm saying? So like I wasn't doing a full assessment. I wasn't, assessing for, sutures or Capcut or I saw that stuff. But I wasn't worried about like ocular edema, milia, lanugo, the Epstein pearls, opening the baby's mouth, seeing if they got teeth, checking their ear canals and make sure they actually have ears, like physically opening their eyes to make sure they have eyeballs. I wasn't doing like a spine assessment to make sure that their spine is aligned. I wasn't like making or seeing whether or not they have hip clicks. We weren't doing any of that. Baby look good? 99. Goodbye. Like, it's so different. Umbilical hernia, assessing the cord, like we literally did not do that. So when I came here to this new hospital, that's again top of line, and I'm like, what? Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what y'all are talking about. And then the person that I was with my first day this week, she was like, oh, you're gonna work with so-and-so tomorrow. If you have the opportunity, see how she does an assessment, because she's one of the best of the best of the best of the best when it comes to assessment. And I told her that when I had my baby, that she had to be the one to assess him and, whatever. So I was like, okay. And so I get there and work is like super chaotic. Like there's so much stuff going on. And she kind of just was like, do an assessment. And I was like, of course, like I can look at the baby and see, but it's like, I don't know what you want me to say. I don't necessarily know what I'm looking for. So I asked, I was like, as far as my learning style and my learning preferences, I would really like to see how you do your assessment, because I was told that it would be, a privilege to be able to learn from you and, see how you do it and, have that good knowledge in my back pocket. And apparently the girl that told me that was her best friend. So whatever. So I saw how she did her assessment. I saw kind of how some other people do their assessments. I'm like, at the end of the day, everybody is a nurse in a different way. Like you have those nurses that everything has to be like this. I am not that kind of nurse. I'm not. And then you also have nurses that are like, okay, like I don't care. Like, okay, that's me. I'm nurse. Okay. Like you give me a report, I'm listening. Okay, they got this, and that. Okay. I don't care. Like I'm gonna go in the room and assess them anyway. Okay. I'm gonna review my orders as soon as I open the chart. So it's just like, okay. Doctors do progress notes every single day. So I'm just gonna read it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and also like, I'm not a nurse that is a super germaphobe, Like, of course, whenever first of all, I've delivered babies in the bed before. Like, I literally never care. I never care. We'll always put on gloves. I have never barehanded a baby, and I don't plan on starting that anytime soon. I don't care what kind of emergency it is. I got 2 seconds to put on gloves. I'm sorry. I do. I feel like I was starting to feel like I was crazy. I was like, am I not a good nurse? Like, I don't like, should I be cleaning my stethoscope 15 times? Like, I don't know. But then yesterday I ended up working with a nurse. She's more so like me, and I was able to learn so much from her. Like literally, I forgot my sticky notes, of course, but I have this napkin. And it's just like so much stuff that I learned from her, and I was just writing it down. And she's very much like me. Like she also, speaking of, why I bought a Vocera battery home. Didn't mean to do that. But anyway, she was just more like me. Like she was very chill. Like she wasn't a super germaphobe. Like she was just gonna be what it is. Like she gonna do what she came here to do, and she gonna chill. And I really like that. But yeah, I think for a little while I was just feeling like I was crazy, because I was working with so many nurses that like were germaphobes and were like very type A, that I felt like I could only do it like this. And then whenever I was with literally every single person, they were like, I do it like this, but like you find your own way. Like you do your own thing. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing yet to find my own way. But we had more deliveries last night than I can literally count on my hand. It was so many. So after being in so many deliveries over and over again, at the very end of the shift, I kind of started to find my flow. But I will say, I think for DCT, it's going to be a lot for me like it was when I first learned how to drive. Like if you're sitting in the car with me trying to tell me like how you drive and how you do this and how you do that, like I'm hearing you and I'm going to try to do what you're asking me to do. But like at the end of the day, I need to be able to do it. So I feel like really honestly and truly, I did not learn how to drive until I bought my first car and I was driving by myself on the way to school, driving 3.5 hours from Mobile to Tuscaloosa. That was when I learned how to drive. It wasn't when my mama was screaming at me in the passenger seat. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't even when my granddaddy used to come and get me on the weekends and let me drive his Jeep from Midtown to West Mobile. It wasn't even then. You know what I mean? So I feel like with DCT, it's gonna take me having to do a delivery by myself. I think when I finally do, because usually there's always two DCT. There's one that's like doing the assessment and there's one that's doing all the charging. I think that when I finally am in the position where I'm doing it by myself, that is when it's gonna immediately click, you know? But I think until then, I'm just kind of gonna be on autopilot and be trying to like appease the other people around me. But I feel like I only have 4 more days of orientation, so I'm gonna learn as much as I can in, you know, these last 4 shifts. But yeah, I feel like I'm not really gonna, I feel like it's not gonna click until I'm by myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, but overall, I still really love my job. I'm so very, very happy. What else? I think that's it, for real. Didn't really do too much today. I woke up at 4 and Justin was at work, so I was like, you know, let me go ahead and get up, go work out. So I went, worked out, came home, wiped down the walls in JoJo's room because they be having farting contests in there and it smells so bad. So I wiped down the walls, carpet cleaned their bedroom, it smells so much better. We had a ridiculous amount of laundry that we had to get through. So I'm usually the one, well, Justin is amazing. He was like cleaning the baseboards today while I was sleeping and like doing all this other crazy stuff. He washed all the clothes and then he put the basket and pretty much the gigantic pile of laundry on our bedroom floor. And so while he was gone, I was like in the process of hanging it up because I hate physically putting clothes in the closet, like hanging them up, but I don't mind putting them on hangers and folding it. That's the part that I just genuinely do not care about. So we work very well as a team, whatever that's concerned. So I did that, and now I'm gonna take my hair down because it looks bad. Like it's just so fuzzy, and I feel like on camera it doesn't look as bad, but like y'all, look at that. Like that new growth is insane. It's insane. So we are going to go ahead and do my hair. Oh. And also, I was gonna ask y'all, I feel like I've already asked y'all this and I feel like a few people responded. Let me know if y'all want me to do Vlogmas because I want to do it. Okay, so y'all would still end up getting the 1-hour weekly vlog every week, Saturday, 3 p.m., no matter what. Like that's our standing protocol right now. But the other days of the week, y'all would get like a mini vlog. I don't really know how long it'll be. Anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes, you know? And it'll just be like different things that we're doing through the holidays. So like baking and decorating and Christmas shopping and, you know, like all the good, you know, fun stuff. Scrapbooks, making ornaments, making holiday stuff. So y'all let me know what y'all want to see and we'll do that. But I'm definitely going to do Vlogmas. I've done it once before when I first started my YouTube channel and I haven't done it since, but I feel like, I don't know, it'll be fun to challenge myself to do that. But right now, let me go ahead and take my hair down because it looks horrible.
We've been done long before it all begun. Still can't give it up. Lead me on, but leave before the morning comes. Even though it's what we want, can't keep it up. But I just don't wanna leave you. Might just go with the reasons why people can't lay it. And secret, both gotta keep it honest, that's just a game, you know. People can't play. For tonight I'm yours, so tonight the
these sacred drops. Honestly, I don't even know how long. It's been a good bit. Not since summer, because I don't think I started using them during summer. But like the end of summer, beginning of fall. Y'all, I feel like my hair has grown so much. Are we seeing this? Like, and there's depth to it. Like, it's so much thicker than it used to be. Like, my hair, I had that one set of mini twists that I was like, I think I had to go somewhere. And I was literally like just ripping the twist apart, ripping them apart. Like an idiot. So when I go to Julia, she's like, Jay, what happened to your hair? And I'm like, I don't know. I had breakage literally, and like it was, we have since fixed it. It looks much, much better. But I've been taking my hair, skin, and nail vitamins, and I've been using Sacred. And I feel like my hair has grown so much. Like, this is insane. I love it, and I'm so happy. Let me go show Justin.
It's definitely, well, yes, technically, in layman's terms, yes, your hair has grown, but you want it to go down, not out, yes.
I mean, it will,
You do have a lot of hair.
That's not what I expected you to say.
It's not volume.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
You done?
Yeah. I mean, I gotta wash it, but...
It's a breathe.
Thank you. You want to touch it? Why are you so afraid to touch my hair? I hate that. Why? Just touch it. Just touch it. It's like me with seeing your legs. Like, I've never seen your legs before. We've been married for 10 years.
It's a reason.
No, you have very nice legs. You can do it. Why? Like, I'm literally going to have to wash it.
I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't.
Look, okay. In movies, when people are like in love, like how does the guy usually like touch the girl's hair? Show me.
I don't watch movies. I don't know.
I need a cigarette. Truly, I need a cigarette. Go get me a black and white.
No.
Okay. Dustin. Focus.
I ain't focused.
You not focused. Okay, do it.
No.
Do it.
No. Do what? you haven't explained me. You haven't told me to do anything.
Why are you screaming?
Nah.
Do it. Why can't you just do what I'm asking?
Because I've told you for the third time consecutively that I don't know what you're asking me. That you don't know what you're asking me.
No, spell consecutive.
No.
Why?
Hey, if you go watch it, I have to go to sleep.
Spell consecutively.
I just told you I can't.
Why?
Not confidently anyway. I can't spell.
Can you read?
Yeah.
Can you read the word consecutively?
Clearly, if I know the word, I had to read it to see it, so I know it.
No, because you can just hear people say a word and not know how to spell it or see what it looks like.
Nah.
I didn't know telemachus.
Oh, dog.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I need you to get a move on.
Why?
I have to go to sleep.
That's your own fault. You made the schedule. You put yourself at that ungodly time.
That don't mean that still means I gotta go to sleep.
Okay, so do what I'm asking you to do.
No.
Okay, so you're not going to sleep. Do what I'm asking you to do.
You haven't told me anything.
Caress my hair like you love me.
I do love you. I just don't know how to caress your hair.
Just do it.
No.
Don't you think about it. Just do it.
So it's like just here? That feel like I don't know. You got so much. Just.
What do you think about my hair?
It's pretty.
Gotta be a little bit more than that. Dig deep. No, you can't read. But
What does that have to do with looking at you?
you don't really have the vocabulary to describe. Okay.
You don't got split ends.
Do you know what a split end looks like?
It's like you showed me before, but I don't see any currently, or it's not a lot.
Okay.
It's healthy. It's not brittle.
How do you know that you didn't touch it?
I can see. I mean, you can see what brittle looks like. You can see what it's like, real thin. It's not that, I feel like I'm giving you more than what you expected when you told me.
So on average, how many words do you know?
A good bit.
Like 5 to 10?
Yeah. To describe hair, you gotta understand. I don't deal with hair.
You should call your mom and let her know you're spending the night indefinitely. You want to have a sleepover?
What the? How do you?
Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay.
How do you expect sleepover to go?
We're gonna sleep on the couch.
No. Then no. I don't want to have one.
Why?
Why would I sleep on a couch?
You ever been to a sleepover before?
Yes.
Where you sleep at?
It wasn't. It wasn't the couch.
Oh, they put people like you in the garage.
No, they gave me the bed and they slept on the couch.
I ain't never doing no shit like that.
Well, you ain't a friend, so.
Point made. Point made. No, I did have friends. How dare you say that to me? That's actually not true. That's actually not
You
true.
have good friends.
You got me there. I have good friends now. You can always go shower in the guest bathroom.
I'm not doing that.
Have you ever showered in there?
No.
It's scary.
I don't plan
I feel
on it.
enclosed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine, but
It works.
it's just not like an open shower like that. You've never showered in the guest bedroom?
Why would I shower in the guest bedroom?
You've never been in a situation where you showered in the guest?
No.
Really?
No. Why would I shower in the guest bedroom?
I don't know why. I've done it. I've done it once, I think.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, it was that time before we were about to leave to the airport. I was trying to take a shower and the thing wasn't coming on.
Yeah.
And so I went into the guest bathroom and I took a shower in there.
What came of that? Did it just start working?
It just started working. I changed the head and it just started working. Yeah. Is their carpet dry?
Yeah.
Did you check?
Yes.
They gone?
They've been gone for hours.
I didn't get to say bye to JoJo.
They've been gone.
I'm finna go wake him up.
Do not go.
You didn't let me say goodnight. You didn't even ask.
Cause
Now he gonna think I don't love him. Why would you ever do that?
It's not true. They've been gone. What time is it?
11:24, please. Military time is not that hard.
What? You're not even in the fucking military.
Okay.
And also, why do y'all use military time in the hospital?
Because people write numbers differently. And so there's less confusion if you write 1900 as opposed to 7. Because it's 7 a.m. Is it 7 p.m.?
Does it?
1900 cannot be confused with 7 a.m. It is literally 1900 hours.
I mean, I understand that, but is it going to kill that person that's already writing
It very much could.
AM or PM?
Sometimes you just really don't have time for shit like that.
AM or PM besides 1900?
Yeah.
That's not enough reason.
It's not really that hard. What time is 1600? Quick.
4
Okay.
PM.
What time is 2100?
Ooh. No, that's not.
Yes. It's not that hard.
It's like difficult. I just think it's dumb.
I'm gonna change your phone to military.
No, the fuck you not.
Yes, I am.
No, you not.
And then I'm gonna change the password to your phone so you can't change it.
Why would you do that? I still have Face ID.
Not anymore. If you want to use your phone, you gotta come to me.
That's
And you say, "Mommy."
okay.
This has been so fun talking to you. So you gonna want to take them to daycare tomorrow?
Let me book that.
I asked you to do that 16 hours ago.
I feel like you.
No, don't feel like nothing around me. Don't feel like nothing.
When I said take them tomorrow, what did that mean for you? Especially because you was going to take them. Why would I book it when you're taking them?
Because you do everything. And so I just want you to You literally do everything.
But you're taking the
You take them out, you take them on walks, you feed them. Why would you not also take them to daycare? Like,
I have to go to work.
you remember that one time that you went to work and then...
Yes, because I had somebody to watch the gym.
That's good. We should keep doing that.
No.
Well, I guess I'm finished. I don't want to go to bed with wet hair though. And that also means I'm going to have to do my hair tomorrow. And I definitely don't want to do that. But how am I going to get them when my hair is going to be crazy?
Do you think people think I care about that? No.
Like, I can't go in there with a hood on my head like a rapscallion.
Yes, you can. You dropping the dogs off, not robbing them.
This is true. Do I have a hoodie?
You got 1,000 of them.
Yeah, I guess I do.
There's no way that I can take these dogs to daycare, so you gonna have to take them. You just gonna have to eat out. I ain't free.
You a deadbeat dad.
How am I a deadbeat dad when I'm booking the appointment?
You don't do nothing for them.
Okay. You didn't even know they were up.
No, you should have came and got
They
it.
were up for 3 hours.
What the? Why didn't you call?
They were up for 2, sorry.
Why didn't you say like, hey, like, do you want to see them before they go to sleep? So I could have gave them kisses and hugs, and you didn't allow me
They
to.
wouldn't have cared.
I care. I only have so many days on this earth with them, and you just took one from me.
You can go.
I'm finna go wake them up.
That's between you and them. That's between you and them.
I'm finna go wake them up.
Go ahead.
I'm fit to.
Okay.
I'm finna go wake them up.
I didn't know that your feelings hurt.
No, I'm finna go wake them up. Mom is very sorry that see that my good boy Jeff will feed. Hi, Jojo.
Say hi. That's all, because Mom love her baby. Hi. Yeah, Mom miss you. You miss Jojo? Hi, boo-boo. Hi, Jojo.
Just let me hold you.
See, that's my Jojo. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my Kokomo boy.
Jenny go with me.
Yeah, that good boy. Love you. You see, Dad thought you weren't gonna care. Well, I know you care.
He wants to let him go. He wants to let him go.
Jojo said, speak for yourself.
Get it, it's right there. Get it. What the? Get that treat. You can do it.
Jojo, I've literally seen you climb trees before. This is embarrassing.
Get that.
Okay. Okay, after I did my hair last night, I went to sleep. I woke up at like 7 to go take the boys to daycare, came home, had every intention to go to a Pilates class from 3 to 4. But no, Justin came home after work at like 11 and he got in the bed and I just could not open my eyes again. Like, I was so sleepy. So I slept from last night at like 12:30 until like 4 p.m. today. So I have been very, very sleepy. And when I first got up, I felt kind of sad because I was like, dang, like, I have not been productive at all. I haven't done anything. Literally, all I did was drop the boys off and I literally did not do a single other thing. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I am going to do my hair because I cannot go another day with my hair looking crazy. So we're going to go ahead and do my full curly hair routine. I'm watching Real Housewives of Atlanta season 5. The housewives of this season are Nene, Candy, Kim, Cynthia, Phaedra, and then it's Kenya and Portia's first season. So there's 7 of them. Kenya is not my favorite housewife. I feel like she does have some funny moments, like twirl. And then when she bought like the wand and crown and everything to the reunion, and that was crazy. I think that was a reunion that she walked out. But anyway, she's not my favorite because from what you're able to see on the show, she appears to be the kind of person that's like, I have to tear other women down in order to feel better about myself. And very early on in the season, she opens up about like how her mom gave her up for adoption. Her mom doesn't talk to her, acknowledge her, this, that, and the third. And I do feel like that heavily plays a part into why she treats other women the way that she does. But I am not a psychiatrist. I cannot diagnose anybody with anything. But when I think of her, I think of like Mean Girls, because that's just the kind of energy that she gives off. But yeah, my favorite housewife has to be Candy. Like, Candy is my favorite housewife since the first season that she was on the show. Like, she's just that girl. I also miss Lisa. Lisa was fun. Lisa didn't really have a lot of drama going on, so I feel like that's why she wasn't really in the show as much. But Sheree isn't in this season. And I kind of go up and down, back and forth with Sheree. Like, I like her, but then she does stuff like she did on the Africa trip, where Cynthia was the one that was like, I just can't see Kim over here holding no black baby. She gets on the phone with Kim, and then she's like, yeah, girl, Candy says she could never see you in Africa holding no black baby. Mind you, Candy never said that. And Sheree's like, yes, you did, yes, you did, yes, you did. And Candy's like, no, literally, I didn't. And so Kim is getting all offended, like, Candy, what you mean like I wouldn't hold no black baby? Like, I took care of your daughter when your fiance passed away, and I was good enough to hold that black baby. And Candy was like, but like, don't be comparing my daughter to, less fortunate children in Africa, like you saying. And then so Candy was like, Cynthia, who said something about a black baby? And she was like, I said that. And so then Candy was like, Cynthia said that to Kim. And so Kim approached Cynthia, and she was like, you said something about me holding a black baby in Africa? Cynthia was like, I never said no holding a black baby. And so I'm like, through the screen, like, this is so effing crazy. Like, Cynthia, you said that. And I also don't understand when people lie about things that they have or have not said on reality TV, because, babe, you're being filmed every single day for 8 hours a day. You knew them cameras were rolling, and you know they're going to play the clip at the reunion. So what's the point in saying that you're not, like, you didn't say something about black babies when you did say something about black babies? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. I don't know. I just don't get that. But Cynthia is also not one of my favorites, because the way that her now ex-husband Peter treated her sister is horrible. Now, first of all, he was verbally abusive, heavily, emotionally abusive, heavily, from what we saw on the show. And he was also, like, financially abusive, like taking pretty much so much of this girl's money. He was reallocating her RHOA checks, her housewife check, to his account. And then say he never gonna tell her nothing. Anytime, like, she cries over him being emotionally abusive, he's like, see, this one gonna tell you nothing, blah, blah, blah. And so her sister, who's also her best friend, is like, I don't want you to marry him. And Cindy's like, you need to mind your business. You need to worry about your man. You need to worry about your man. And she's like, you're my sister. Like, I'm worried about you right now. And she's like, no, fuck you. So anyway, the wedding happened, Cynthia's crying every single day. She's stressed out. She don't want to get married, blah, blah. So the wedding day comes, and her sister's like, oops, sorry, like, we don't know what the wedding certificate is. The whole time she had it. And then Mal was telling Cynthia and Mallory's mom, she's like, should I give it to her? She was like, you can't control other people's time. Just give it to her. So she gives it to her, whatever. The show comes out, which, again, I don't understand why you be doing stuff behind each other's back when you know that it's going to be aired on national television. Like, you know that. Anyway. So, of course, Peter gets mad about it. Cynthia gets mad about it. She feels betrayed. Then at their 1-year anniversary party, which they should have been having a 1-year anniversary party anyway. But Peter's like, I like to make an announcement. This is to friends, to family, our loved ones, and Mallory. And then Nene was standing behind me, and she's like, no, and Mallory, come on, Mallory. And he was like, yeah, I mean, and Mallory. Like, he was intentionally trying to exclude her from this family event. And so Mallory gets mad, and she's like, he's an asshole, whatever. And Cindy's like, don't you dare respect my husband. Don't you dare talk about my husband like this. You crazy. You didn't focus about your own man. But it's like, can you not see that your husband is abusive? Can you not see that your husband is trying to take you away from your family constantly? That is abuse. It's so frustrating. I don't know why I just got on a whole rant about Real Housewives. But I had to say something about it, because I really do feel like that's insane. But I saw these Alanis by the little checkout counter. It was like Winter Wonderland. And I was like, I've never seen that before. And I didn't see any candy canes on it. Anything minty in a drink, I absolutely don't want that. This is so good, but I can't place the flavor. It's like, hold on. It's like, is it strawberry? I don't know, girl. But it's good though. Y'all can get one of them.
With you, we've become numb to what we know is wrong. No one knows but us. The feelings rush every single time we cry. can't play it. And secrets, both gotta keep it honest. That's just a game we know. People can play. For tonight, I'm yours. So tonight, or stay behind closed doors. 'Cause all I wanna do is
Okay, I feel like I have told y'all this. If y'all have been watching my YouTube videos since nursing school, then y'all know about my gray hair on my right side. I forgot about it. But look, here's the thing. When I was in nursing school, I think this was like 2022, I noticed that I had a gray hair right here, so I plucked it out, right? It was like the night before a test. I absolutely bombed that test. Like, it was the worst test grade I had in all of nursing school. So I was like, you know what? Never doing that again. I'm going to keep it, right? I completely forgot about this hair until right now. Can y'all see it? It's so long and the curl is like so intact. So I decided today, literally just now, that I'm going to run a half marathon. And the Tuscaloosa half marathon is March 28th, which is 19 weeks and 1 day from right now. And yeah, I'm gonna be running a half marathon. I'm very scared. Y'all know by now that I have a very overwhelming fear of failure. I have a fear of not being good enough. And it's very hard for me to try hobbies because I feel like I need to be the best that there ever was at doing said hobby when I start it. And then when I'm not, I get discouraged and then I don't want to do it anymore, right? So I'm gonna run this half marathon. I'm gonna sign up for it. I'm gonna pay for it, and I'm gonna be locked into it. And I'm really scared, but I have a training plan that I'm gonna abide by. And today on the training plan, I have to run 1 mile. So we are here at my running spot. Went and got a little running belt. I had a running vest. I feel like I'll probably definitely end up getting a running vest just because I like being able to just like pull stuff. But we're gonna try this running belt. People say it's pretty good and it should fit most phones. I have a pretty big phone, so we'll see. I'll be really pissed if I bought this and it doesn't fit. And I couldn't like try it out. Okay, no, it fits. I'm also gonna put my car keys in here. There's literally just this one because my car doesn't have like an actual key, so I'm gonna take this off. And yeah, we're gonna go on our first run and I will come back and let y'all know how it went. Okay, full transparency. Went on my run, ran the whole thing, no stops. The course that I picked to run was super hilly, and I feel like that's something that I wasn't necessarily prepared for, but now I know. But overall, I feel really good. The run wasn't really super hard. Like, I felt good at the end of it. When I got back to my car, there was a tow truck in front of my car, so I was like, well, hopefully my car isn't positioned next to the tow truck and I can just back out. No, my car was smack dab in the middle of the tow truck. So I had to wait for him to finish towing somebody, and then I got to go. I left, I went to 9 Round, and I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent. I ended up having an absolute breakdown in 9 Round. I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried because there was this one exercise where it's like kind of like a step stool. Like, you know how you do box jumps? Y'all seen me do box jumps before. So the box jump box, I was supposed to put my feet on it and then be like at an angled incline like this while my feet are up here and I'm supposed to be pushing up down here. I couldn't do it. And there was somebody that was 30, 40 years my senior that went before me and was able to easily do it. And Justin was like, well, Amaya can do it and Shammy can do it. Like, you can do this. You can do this. And I was like, but I can't. And I was like, you know, whatever. I tried. I did try. I did like 3 of them. And then I went to the next rounds. That was at round 2. By the time I got to round 6, I was in full tears. And Justin came over to me. He's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And I was like, I can't do it. Like, I can't do the things that other people can do. And it makes me feel like I cannot do it. I can't do it. And he was like, I really hope you know that your only limitations are mental. They are not physical. He was like, you come in here and you do more weight than everybody. And I was like, but I just can't. I can't. And he was like, no, shut up. Come on. And so he took me back over and I pumped him out. Like, it was absolutely nothing. And he was looking at me like, so yeah. I got a lot of tough love today, but I think I definitely needed it. But yeah, I have just this mental block on me, and I don't know what it is, because last night we were talking about our days and I was telling him about mine and about how I was just like so disappointed in myself. Like, I'm disappointed that I'm back to my heaviest weight. I'm disappointed that I had stopped working out consistently because my schedule was so crazy, and I was like, I get off work and all I do is I go to sleep, and I sleep all day, and I sleep even if I'm not sleepy. Like, I just love being in the bed. And I was like, that's lazy, that's so lazy. And he was like, you go to work for 12 hours 3 times a week, saving lives, keeping people in positions where you don't have to save their life, and you don't think you deserve to come home and go to sleep? And he was like, you're like, that first day, like after you get off work, the only thing you should be doing is sleeping. And then the days after that, if you get more off days after that, those are the days to, you know, be doing stuff, but you have to cut yourself a break. And I feel like that is just something that is so hard for me to do. I don't know why. I just cannot give myself a break ever. So there is a very hard mental block, mental wall over me right now that I am trying to work through. But today has definitely been the lowest that I've ever felt in my entire fitness journey. And the only good thing about that is that I cannot go any lower. It's only up from here. So yeah. We are in the process of cleaning out our guest bedroom closet because it looks a mess. Justin's already got it started a little bit, so we're gonna finish because we've been putting this task off for a very long time. The closet is by no means perfect, but at the very least it has some decency and working order, and we can also close the door now, which I appreciate. So right after I finished talking to y'all, I went to go to the bathroom and my period started, and I had no idea that it was time for my period to come on. But Justin did say something about it the night before when I was bawling my eyes out, which I kind of should have figured that was going to happen because I was in 9 round crying mid-workout. But yeah, my period started. It's a few days, I'm pretty sure it's like a week early. I don't know why it is, but it is what it is. But yeah, thank you guys so much for spending this week with me. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others. I love you, and I will see you next week.